Hello, and congratulations on the purchase of your new Breville Barista Sense espresso machine. Breville espresso machines are expertly engineered in the UK by baristas to make your coffee ritual at home more effortless. In this video, we'll assist you with using your Barista Sense espresso machine for the first time and guide you through the process of making a great cup of coffee. Let's begin. After you've unboxed your Barista Sense espresso machine, you will need to rinse the bean hopper and burr grinder, milk jug, filter baskets, portafiltru, tamper and water tank in warm water with a mild detergent, making sure the items are thoroughly dried before using them. Remove the red plug underneath the water tank before filling it with cold water and inserting the tank back inside the machine. To turn the machine on, simply press the power button. The light located in the center of the power switch will pulse to indicate the machine is heating up. When the pulsing stops and the manual 1 and 2 cup buttons are fully illuminated, the machine is at temperature and ready to use. Before making your first coffee, you need to prime the machine. Select and insert the 2-cup filter basket into the portafiltru. The best way to insert the portafiltru into the group head is by aligning the handle with the insert position on the group head and then turning the handle all the way to the center position. It's worth mentioning that it might be tight for the first few uses, as the silicone seal is still new. This is perfectly normal and will loosen over time. Place your cup under the group head and press the 2-cup button. You'll notice that water will start flowing from the group head. For the first few seconds, the pump will make a louder than usual noise as it begins pumping the water through. The machine will return to the ready state. Rotate the largest steam dial to the steam position and let the steam run through for around 20 seconds. It may take a short time before steam is initially dispensed. Move the dial back to the vertical position and the machine will return to the ready state. The coffee machine is now primed and ready for use. It's time to make your first cafe-quality coffee. Let's begin. We recommend preheating your cup to ensure your coffee stays at its optimal drinking temperature for longer. Simply place the cup on the drip tray under the hot water tap and turn the dial to the hot water position. Turn the hot water dial back to the center position and set the cup aside. The hot water tap can also be used when making Americanos. Your espresso machine comes with both single-shot and double-shot single-wall filter baskets. Single-wall filter baskets are also known as non-pressurized baskets. As you can see here, these baskets don't contain a second wall, meaning the only thing adding resistance to the pump pressure is the coffee grind size and quantity, and how hard you've tamped it. These baskets work best with freshly ground beans, and are preferred for coffee enthusiasts and baristas because it allows greater control of each extraction and a more superior outcome. We recommend using cafe-quality beans from your local roaster for the best coffee results at home. Add the beans into the hopper. A good starting point for your grind size is 15. Turn the hopper until the grind size on the grinder collar displays 15. First, dry the portafiltru to ensure the grinds are dosed into a dry filter basket. The Barista Sense machine has a preset auto-dose system. Gently tap down once on a single dose of grinds when using a 1-cup filter basket, and the 1-cup indicator will illuminate and roughly 13 grams of coffee will be dispensed. Tap down twice for a double dose when using a 2-cup filter basket, and the 2-cup indicator will illuminate and between 18 to 22 grams of coffee will be dispensed. Be aware to allow for a moment after you tap for the grounds to flow into the basket. As the amount of coffee grinds is affected by a number of factors, notably your bean type, you may want to adjust the factory settings of the machine to dose the right amount of coffee grounds when you use a tap-and-go grinder. Your basket may be too full, or you may need more coffee grinds in your basket. To do this, whilst the machine is in a ready state, press and hold the 1-cup or 2-cup button, depending on what setting you want to adjust. Push down the portafiltru at the same time for 3 seconds. The single or double shot button will begin to pulse, depending on which you selected. Next, you will need to tap down on the portafilter to start the grind. When the desired amount of grounds has been dispensed, tap the portafilter a second time to stop the dispense. The updated setting will automatically be saved. Once the grinder has dosed into the portafilter, gently shake the portafilter in the cradle to collapse the grounds and then place on the benchtop surface. Tamp with a medium pressure. Somewhere between 10 to 15 kilograms of pressure is ideal. A gentle lean using some of your body weight is great. Next, simply rotate the tamper and make sure to level the coffee. The tamper has been designed so that the top of the tamper marries perfectly with the top of the portafilter after tamping. Doing this will really help you get an even extraction. Wipe away any excess ground coffee on the filter basket edge. Now that you've successfully dosed and tamped, you can purge the group head by pressing the manual button for a few seconds to get rid of any old coffee from the previous shot. Then insert the portafilter into the group head, turning it to the center position. Now you're ready to place your cup under the portafilter. Press the 1 cup or 2 cup button. Since we selected the 2 cup filter basket earlier, let's select the 2 cup button. The shot volume has been automatically programmed to dispense the right amount of water. It will automatically stop when the right amount of coffee has been poured. Achieving the perfect espresso extraction can be based on a matter of factors that you need to monitor and adjust regularly. The optimum extraction time is between 20 to 30 seconds. Here are some extraction results you may come across. An under-extraction. This occurs when the espresso pour is too fast, usually under 20 seconds. The colour of the crema and the extraction will feel thin and watery. This occurs when the water flows through the ground coffee too fast, creating a watery and sometimes sour-tasting espresso. Under-extraction can be caused by your ground coffee being too coarse, not enough coffee in the portafilter, using old coffee, and/or tamping was too soft. To help remedy this, you can try using a finer grind, adding more coffee to the portafilter and/or tamping a little bit firmer. Next is an over-extraction. This occurs when espresso pour is too slow, usually around 35 seconds. When the extraction time is longer than 35 seconds, the espresso has been extracted with too much pressure. Visually, your shot may drip throughout the entire pour, or there may be no pour at all. This tends to create a heavy, bitter-tasting espresso. An over-extraction can be caused by the grind being too fine, too much ground coffee in the portafilter, and/or tamping too hard. To fix this, try using a coarser grind, a little less coffee in the portafilter, and/or tamp with a softer pressure. Perfect espresso should have a steady flow with a consistency that is similar to warm honey. The colour should be dark gold. This type of extraction will help draw out the sweetest flavour and texture for a rich-tasting espresso. Now that your espresso is ready, it's time to prepare the milk. Fill the milk jug with cold milk, just below the bottom of the spout. Your Barista Sense machine features Temp Sense technology, which allows you to select a desired milk temperature for automatic shut-off. Your machine's temperature sensing steam wand ensures silky milk, regardless of the milk type. If your milk preference is oat or soy, select 55 degrees. For almond, select 60. For dairy, select 65. And for coconut, select 70 degrees. It may take a few attempts to get right for your preferred brand and type of milk, but when you find your ideal setting, you can consistently repeat it. Ensuring you select the right temperature for your milk is critical to prevent burning or curdling when adding to your coffee. There is also the manual option for steaming your milk. Use the high or low pressure option to control the steam flow and froth your milk to your liking. Now rotate the steam dial to the steam position. Small amounts of steam will be dispensed as the machine heats up. When the steam temperature is at its peak and the indicator light stops pulsing, turn the steam to the vertical off position and insert the wand into the milk jug. The steam wand should be at 12 o'clock and the steam wand tip should be at 3 o'clock. There should be about a finger width from the edge of the milk jug, and the steam tip should sit just below the surface of the milk. When you're ready, turn the steam dial back to the steam position to start texturing the milk. If you're using the right technique, it should make a smooth hissing noise and the milk should spin in a whirlpool action. As the milk level rises, lower the jug to keep the tip just below the surface. If you're using the automatic milk temperature selection, the lights will blink through the different temperatures until it reaches your chosen setting. Once it's at the right temperature, the lights will turn solid and the steam wand will automatically shut off. If you're manually texturing the milk, it's ready when the base of the milk jug becomes too hot to touch. When the milk is ready, plunge the wand into the milk. Return the steam dial to the vertical off position and remove the milk jug from the steam wand. Remember to wipe the wand and tip with a damp cloth and always purge the steam wand immediately after milk texturing. You can do this by turning the steam on for 1 to 2 seconds and then returning the dial to the vertical off position. Purging ensures the steam wand is clean and ready for your next coffee. Let your inner barista shine while you swirl the jug to blend the milk and create a silky texture. Cafe quality milk should look like a glossy white paint with a smooth and velvety mouthfeel. Tap the jug to release larger air bubbles. Now that your coffee and milk are ready, pour your milk in one steady stream. And now you've just made your first cafe-style coffee at home. Getting the perfect espresso might take a few tries, but every cup brings you closer to coffee joy.